Creativity is the catalyst that transforms nutrition from a chore into an art form, exercise from punishment into play, and sleep from collapse into a sacred ritual. Hello, my creative friend. Welcome to the BDI Create.today podcast. This is a podcast where we'll discover the who, what, where, when, why, and how you can be creative or have more creativity. And together, we'll explore the extraordinary impact creativity can have in your life, in your heart, mind, body, and soul. And if we haven't met yet, I am Beth Buffington, a licensed artist, digital illustration instructor, and a creative coach living just outside of the windy city of Chicago, Illinois. But mostly, I am someone who is curious about how creativity can weave its way into our lives. Now, each week we're going to look at one or more of the sparkly facets that make up the ever-changing kaleidoscope that is creativity. Hello, my creative friend, and welcome back to another episode of Create Today with Beth Buffington. Today, we are going to be looking into part 2 of the conversation we were having last week about how creativity can help you have better nutrition, get more exercise, and get better sleep. And so we're going to dive a little bit deeper into that idea that creativity isn't separate from your health. It is your health. Creativity is the catalyst that transforms nutrition from a chore into an art form, exercise from punishment into play, and sleep from collapse into a sacred ritual. Today, I want to go a little farther and a little deeper, and I want to talk about how you can actually make this real in your life. Not just a good idea, but a lived experience. And I want to share something with you that I genuinely believe could be one of the most meaningful things you do for yourself this year. So just to anchor us, if you haven't listened to part 1 yet, go back and absorb its goodness and then come back here to episode 2. But to quickly recap, we explored last week about how the research shows that creativity and health are deeply biologically linked. How higher fruit and vegetable intake correlates with higher creativity and well-being. How walking boosts creative input by 60%. And how REM sleep is the brain's creative workshop. And when we bring a creative lens to the choices that we make every day in the kitchen, in how we move, in how we prepare for rest and sleep, those choices become richer, more joyful, and more sustainable. And here's the honest truth. Reading about something or listening about something and then actually living it and applying it to your life, they're very different things. Most of us have consumed plenty of information about health. And we know that we should eat better, we should move more, we should sleep more. But what changes the game is not more information. It's experience. It's immersion. It's the felt sense of living something fully, even just for a few days, so that it becomes part of who you are. So think about any transformation you've had in your life. How often did it come from reading a single article? Or did it come and then become lasting because of an experience, a conversation that cracked something open, a place you visited that changed your perspective, a community of people who showed you a different way of thinking and of being? Research on habit formation and behavior change consistently shows that immersive experiences, ones that engage the whole person, mind, body, and emotion, they are the most powerful catalysts for lasting change. And that is exactly why my Sylva events exist. The Sylva events are co-hosted by me, creative coach, and by Lisa Murphy, healthy aging coach. And I'm not exaggerating when I say that what happens at a Sylva event is unlike anything most people have experienced. Sylva is built on what we call the 3 C's: core care, creative care, and community care. And when those 3 things come together in the right environment, something shifts. Attendees consistently describe the experience as life-changing. And these aren't just nice words. These are people who came in feeling depleted and wishing for more and left feeling renewed and steadier. People who came in disconnected and left with a sense of creative purpose they hadn't felt in years. So let me tell you a little bit about the Sylva universe, because there are a few different ways that you can step in, and the right step, the right place, all depends on where you are in your life right now. So coming up this May, Lisa and I are hosting Sylva Synergy. It's going to take place in the beautiful community of Atchison, Kansas. It's just outside of Kansas City. This is an experience designed around exactly what we've been talking about today and last week: the synergy between creativity and your whole life health. It's a chance to step out of routines that you have been stuck in and step into a community of like-minded, curious, growth-oriented people and actually practice all of this: the creative eating, the creative movement, the intentional rest, in an environment that has been designed to support these very things. And if you've been feeling that pull towards something more, towards a reset, towards a richer way of living, Sylva Synergy in May might be exactly what you need. You can find information about Sylva Synergy in the show notes. And then this October, Sylva Solace returns to Asheville, North Carolina. And I have to tell you, the setting alone is enough to transform you. The Horseshoe Farm, with its sweeping views of the Smoky Mountains and the lush Appalachian pastures, well, it's the kind of place that makes your whole nervous system exhale the very moment you arrive. The farm to table meals are nourishing and they are gorgeous. And this is real local food prepared with love and shared in community. And the creative workshops that are given during Sylva Solace are deeply restorative. And this space honors both connection and solitude. There is plenty of room to simply explore your inner creative, explore yourself, and where and how you would like to proceed with your life. Now, in 2025, Sylva Solace sold out. And that is because Lisa and I are deeply committed to this experience, and for good reason. Past attendees describe it as truly life-changing. If a Sylva experience is calling to you, don't wait, because spaces are limited and these retreats do fill up. The best way to secure your spot is to get on the waitlist at www.bdi-create.today. And you'll see a banner that will allow you to get into the Sylva events. And waitlist, my friend, they get advance access to registration before it opens to the public, plus some wonderful exclusive offerings. You'll find that link is in the show notes as well. Now, I know not everyone can get to a retreat right away. Life is full, calendars are complicated, and that is exactly why Sylva Sessions exists. Sylva Sessions is a monthly online membership that Lisa and I co-host, and it is designed to bring the energy, the creativity, and the community of a Sylva event, a Sylva retreat, into your regular life month after month. Think of it as your ongoing creative wellness practice. It's guided, supported, and it's connected to a community of people like you searching for the same sorts of answers. And here's something I really want you to know. Being part of Sylva sessions also gets you valuable perks towards Sylva retreats. You'll have early registration access. You'll get special member benefits. And if the in-person experience is something that you are dreaming about, becoming a Sylva Sessions member is one of the smartest paths to getting there. And you can learn about all of this, Sylva Synergy, Sylva Solace, and Sylva Sessions at www.bdi-create.today/Sylva. That link will be in the show notes, so it will be handy and easy for you to access. Now, I want to bring everything we've talked about in these 2 episodes into one clear, beautiful picture. I'm not encouraging you to add more things to your to-do list. I'm talking about a fundamentally different relationship that you have with your life. When you start to see your daily choices, like what should you eat? How should you move? How should you rest? When you start to see these choices as opportunities to create beauty, to practice curiosity, to express who you are, these choices, they stop being burdens and they become invitations, they become treasures, and they become a new way of life that you embrace instead of something that you feel punished by, that you'll only do until ... So, the plate of food that you arrange with care before dinner is a small act of creativity that sends a message to your body and to your brain that you are worth beauty. You are worth nourishment. The walk you take with a camera and a curious eye, well, that is movement that feeds your soul as much as your body. The journal that you write in before sleep, it's a ritual that tells your nervous system, the day is done. It was good. And now you can rest. If you're curious to know more ways to bring creativity into your life so you can be happier and healthier, choose a Sylva event and we can meet in person there and discuss you and your creative life. It is vital to understand the importance of creativity in your life because these small creative acts, they compound and it makes creativity easier to employ and makes your life healthier, ultimately making you a happier person. Research on what psychologists call the compound effect of small positive habits shows that consistent, small creative choices reshape our neural pathways over time. And these small creative choices literally rewire how you experience life. And when you step into an environment like a Sylva event, where all of this is happening at a high level of beauty and intention, surrounded by a community of people who are on the same journey, the acceleration is real, my friend. People don't just learn things at Sylva. They become different versions of themselves and take new practices home to continue using and applying new ideas and creative habits that will compound. So as we close today, I want you to start small. Just try one creative thing that you can add to your life. Is it going to be about food, about movement, about sleep? Think about how you could make your food beautiful. Move your body with creative intention. Have a mission, a playlist, a natural treasure to find and explore. Or create a small evening ritual that tells your body it is time to rest. And then notice what shifts. And if you're ready for more, no, let's say when you are ready for more. If some part of you is saying yes to going deeper and really applying these creative principles into your life, I want you to go to www.bdi-create.today/Sylva and explore the opportunities that are there. Get on the waitlist for a Sylva retreat, either Sylva Solace in Asheville, North Carolina this October, or get on the waitlist for a Sylva Synergy in Atchison, Kansas this May. And come find out the beauty that these creative retreats can bring to your life. And look into Sylva sessions as your ongoing creative home. These experiences have changed people's lives, not because of magic, but because of the beautiful truth that we are exploring together. That when you combine creativity with the essentials of a healthy life, nutrition, movement, sleep, you don't just become healthier, you become more fully yourself. And that makes you happier. That is what Create Today is all about. Thank you so much for being here, for listening, for caring enough about your own creative life to spend some time with me. If you know someone, a friend, a family member, a neighbor that could benefit from understanding how creativity can embrace their life to make them happier and healthier, please share these episodes with them and share the creative goodness. I am so grateful for you today. Thank you for spending time with me, and take care of yourself. And as always, my wish for you is to stay creative, my friend.